Good morning. I'm just clocking in. Spirit told me it's time to clock in. So that's what I'm doing. Give it a couple minutes just to get my crap together and organized. So, this is what you want, eh? Okay, so basically the reason I have a towel on my head is part of my self-love journey. I have been struggling because we don't always have $1,000 to go do this and do that, especially when you lose your job and all these things for no reason but to force you to do this kind of stuff. So as I'm here and taking the time, I've had free time, so I've been making my own simple things that you can do with household things. Turmeric and honey mask, the lotion. I made a face lotion yesterday. I was cooking all day, which is kind of cool. I'm excited. Hopefully it works well. But the reason I'm doing it, I'm going on now. I still do readings and stuff like that, and I will today at some point. But right now, I know there's a lot of people on their self-love journey that are maybe kind of new, or like, where do I start? What do I do? And that's kind of was my struggle too. So sometimes it was just meditation, and the things came to me, and they seem to be working. But I'm winging it. Spirit said clock in, so that's what I'm doing. I'm basically going to show you guys what I do, and you can either try it yourself, or maybe you know a friend that maybe needs help or whatever. Right now, I'm just trying to do my own thing, but at the same time, it's not easy. And I know that a lot of, especially single moms, have a lot of struggle trying to figure out when to have time for themselves, or how to do it. And trust me, I had the struggle too. But my daughter's in school now, so in the morning I look like a hot mess usually, because I'm worried about getting her ready for school and everything else. But I do that, and there's not really much I can do. But I get her done, and then I come home and I do my thing. And usually I have tea, but today I have my coffee. I wanted some coffee today, so I said to hell with it. I wanted to show up my fancy cup because it's my favorite cup in the whole world. Everything happens for a reason, but what the fuck? It makes me laugh, because if you've seen some of the shit I've been through in my life, it holds very, very true. I'm sorry, Kashmiri. I'm not ready to do co-host. I'm really trying to figure my own shit out here for a couple minutes, and I appreciate it though. So, anyways, it's about So if you notice, I put my pajama top back on after I got out of the shower, and it's because I'm going to be putting on this face mask, which is not cute or pretty. It's messy, but it's part of my day, and apparently that's what Spirit said I'm supposed to be doing today. So we're all going to kind of have a laugh. I'm going to get a better mirror too, because I have only a little one, so it's going to be weird. But that's basically what we're going to do. Have a laugh at my messy face application, and then it's a safe space. So it's a free space here. So, if you're coming in trying to be ignorant, or gain stock, or talk shit, just move along. I don't want to feed into anybody's crap. But if you're here genuinely, and you just want to learn some cheap ways, to do the things you have to do, some easy ways, because just so many people don't even know where to start. And it took me a lot. Can you? Oh, I should have just kicked. I didn't know how to do that. I'm still learning this stuff. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm doing. Spirit told me to do it, so that's what I'm doing. Hold on, I'm trying to get this. Did I do that right? Oh yeah, maybe. That's comments, I think. So anyways, I don't know if I can see the comments, if that's what's going on. Anyways, it's not going to be pretty, so we all recognize that. And I couldn't find my actual face brush, so I'm going to have to get another one. My daughter probably decided it was a paintbrush. That's probably what happened. So this is going to be messy. But what I do in the mornings when I'm doing this is I take a couple minutes and I think about what I'm going to do for my day. And I talk to Spirit and I ask what I'm going to do with my day and where I'm best to kind of move forward and do what I got to do. So I'm going to just take this and spread it out as much as I can. It all gets yucky and melty because it's raw honey, which has way better healing properties. And we're just going to let it soak in for like 15 minutes. At my age, we got to do whatever we can. And so, sorry, I don't have the greatest mirror, so I'm making a mess for sure. I can almost guarantee that. And I got to put a little bit more on. But I was just trying to be as quick as possible because I hate putting this on because it is sticky, so that can be a pain in the butt. But it also is really warming. It feels good on the face once it's on. Getting it on can be a damn mess, but... And with the lotion and stuff that I've made, it's pretty good. And I'm actually excited to try it after this because I didn't use it last night. Didn't have enough time. And my daughter woke up and she was coughing and sick. So we're getting messy today. And so when I do this, I also, when it's time to wipe it off, obviously you gotta wipe it off with a warm cloth and wash it off good. But that's also my time to tell myself in the mirror what a wonderful day I'm gonna have. To thank God, Spirit, my spirit team, everybody, and myself for showing up. Because the funny thing is, we tend to not do that, right? We try to be grateful. We try to be grateful for everybody and everything. And it gets hard to do that, but we most times don't thank ourselves, right? And to be honest, we're the ones that show up. We show up for ourselves every day. No one else does. Well, maybe we got a couple people that are starting to show up, but, you know, for the most part, we're consistent. We show up, and we're the ones that got to figure it out, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. So, I'm sitting here in my beautiful, bright yellow face mask. And my crappy mirror. I definitely need a better mirror. But, whatever. So, clean up a little bit of my mess. So, anyways, the point of this was, this cost me like $3 maybe? Not even, probably. The amount of honey that it takes, I just made up a little container and I used like, I think 2 tablespoons of honey and some turmeric And I had a couple different little containers, but I like these little containers, and then you can make a little bit at a time. And I just, I leave it room temperature because it's honey and turmeric, so it's, to this point, hasn't done anything to hurt me or whatever. It doesn't, as long as it's sealed, it's good. But 15 minutes. So we just sit here for 15 minutes on your face. And it feels a little warm. I've been doing it for a little bit. I haven't had any breakouts or anything from it, so unless you're allergic to honey, I probably wouldn't suggest it. But anyways, I'm hold on. I want to get some of this off my hand because I don't want my hair to fall out because I don't want it all over. But this is the moment that I take for myself. Oh, my coffee. Where is... I try to keep everything right here, but I want to do this quickly. I just gotta put my hair back a little bit because I don't want it in the honey. I'm gonna end up with honey in my hair a little bit, but whatever. Maybe it'll pull out the gray ones. That would be good. But I don't know what I do with my wigs. That's okay. Anyway, so I'm still here, and I still will do readings, and I have the hair stuck somewhere. I can answer questions if people want. If they have questions, I can pull a card or two. Oh my god, I'm gonna go crazy. I can feel it. Anyways, I'm here doing this to... Oh, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I couldn't handle that. That was gonna drive me crazy all day. The joy of all this is, as we learn and grow, we figure it out. And taking time for yourself is something that's needed. And a lot of people can't handle that because they don't know where to start or they don't know what to do. And I kind of had to figure my own shit out. And I didn't know how to do it either, but, you know, imagine being 43 years old and not knowing or understanding what self-love is, or how to start, or how to do it. So, I got my kid to school, and now this is my time to do my thing. And Spirit just told me to clock in and let everybody see my lovely, absolutely lovely self-love time. I was going to do my nails last night. I'm kind of sad. I waited for my order and it didn't come, but it is what it is. So, hold on. I forgot to set a timer, but I'm like, so we'll give it 10 more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes. That's what? 10:40. We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that. I also want to... So I take my vitamins, I do all of the things that I want to do usually when I have my coffee time. Oh, this hair, my hair is going to drive me crazy. Okay. I don't know, when I'm doing my self-love journey, doing my self-love time, I should say, I'm doing all of the things that I need to do for myself. So, it could be just little things, it could be all of the things, but no matter how I look at it, at the end of the day, I really make an effort to focus on myself and what I need. And the mornings doing this, washing my face, doing the little, the masks that were Didn't cost much. I spent a little bit of money. I bought a big thing of raw honey and a couple extra spices because I like to make my own stuff. I always did. I made my own cleaning supplies. I had a bunch of recipes and I lost them all in the fire. So, I had to start over. So it took me a little longer to get my ass in gear and make a decision. And definitely my self-love journey was on my was struggle, right? I didn't want to redo that stuff. You get sick and tired of redoing it. So right now this is what we're doing. Also, I have to restart my recipes again, which was a struggle, but I got it. Also, as I've been going through, I have my angel number cards and stuff that there's so many angel numbers, you can never keep enough. When I'm still going through trying to fill out the ones that I've dealt with on my journey, especially the last 6 months or something. There's probably 1,000 of them that I get. I get so many, sometimes in a day, especially when I'm on point. If I got something going on and they're saying, yeah, this is where you need to focus, or this is what you're meant to do, or when it's telling me to come on here and put a face mask on, which is super fun. Share my journey with people. Then that's what I do because I'm obedient, and not to everybody, but I'll always be obedient to what saved my entire life. I can't tell you how many times I've been near death and probably shouldn't be here today. So at the end of the day, I'm here because God saved me, and if God says get your ass to gear and go put on a face mask on TikTok, then that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm sure there's a single mother out there that doesn't know where to start or how much don't have money. Like, imagine losing your job and not being able to pay your rent half the time or whatever, trying to figure out food. Like, it's not a fun time for anybody. So in doing that, how do you do self-care and how do you get yourself out of survival mode? Because that's where we block our blessings so much, right? Like, God's trying to send in things for us, but we cannot. And the reason we can't is because, we can't because we're just stuck in survival mode. And what I've been trying to do my whole life is get out of survival mode. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock too, because I'm really trying not to. I'm just really trying not to leave this on for 500 hours. But we got about 7 more minutes. And so as I go through here, I just wanted to pull this out and just do maybe shuffle a couple, see what comes out, because we have it's kind of like my little angel deck. It's not just all angel stuff, but it is about things that I've encountered, I've dealt with, and what Spirit's taught me in the last, well, for a long time, to be honest, but the last, 6 months specifically has been really focusing me on the things that I need to focus on and how I can work to do better for me and my daughter. And believe it or not, this is me doing better for me and my daughter, because at the end of it, I feel better about myself, and I know what I deserve. I deserve so much better. So doing these small things, even on a budget, anybody can. So that's why I'm here. My towel's gonna fall off, but I'm gonna pull a couple of these because I just feel like there's a message here for somebody. Right. Okay. Okay, so the first one we have is 616, angel number 616. which is balance, harmony, nurturing, new beginnings, independence, personal empowerment. That's all the one. And the 6 is all about the balance and the harmony and the nurturing. So it's just saying cultivate a sense of equilibrium in various aspects of your life. So, we can't control everything around us, but we can control ourselves, and we can control the things that we can do. This little time that I'm taking for myself is one of the things I can control, and it's one of the things that I need to be doing, and everyone should be doing. Do you have to do this face mask? No, you can do whatever. Buy a face mask, whatever. But these are the moments that matter, truly, truly matter in life, because they don't take much, okay, at all. They don't take much to do, and at the end of the day, they're going to make you definitely happier, okay? Oh, I'm going to lose my hair again. Hold on. I have too much hair. I'm trying to keep it out of the honey because it's going to end up there. I already know that, so whatever. And the other one was the other one that came out right away was master number 22, which is obviously a master number, and it's immense spiritual power. It's basically the convergence of spirituality and practicality. So it embodies both the 2 and the 4 number, which is your balance, your stability, balance and harmony and all that's the 2, and the 4 is your stable foundations, right? So, and of course, master builder number 22, which just means everything that you do, you're going to be a master of, or you already are a master of. So that's a really good thing, and it's just saying. When you're at this point, when you're in this position, sitting here doing your thing for yourself, spending that time for yourself, focusing on yourself, the potential for you to manifest your desires and your dreams and all those things is so much easier because you're focused on yourself. You're in the here and now. You're not worried about whatever's going on out there. You're not hating on each other. You're not hating you're not worried. You're not freaking out. You're having this moment of whatever, clarity and time. And in this moment, this is where you're going to get to say, man, yeah, maybe I didn't like this that happened, but I know that I would really love this so much. And the more you think about it and you speak about the positive and we're not dreaming. We're literally saying, this is what I know that I would like. And when you start showing the universe that you like yourself, and, you're willing to put in the work, you're doing the work for yourself, then every single time the universe is going to start sending you things, little gifts, small little things just to let you know you're doing the right thing. And because at the end of the day, especially some of us that are empaths, what we know of is putting everyone else first and feeling everyone else's feelings and not even being sure what our own feelings are. So, I'm not suggesting everybody get on in video, and because we know people can be mean or whatever, but I'm not suggesting that. But I have a thick skin and I don't care, and Spirit told me to do that, and Spirit has done so many great things in my life and so many great things for me, even at my worst stages. He has always saved me. I say he, but he, she, call it whoever you want. Spirit, God, the universe. They've saved me, and they've saved me for a reason, so I'm doing as I'm told. So part of this master number is just letting you know you're bringing significant positive change. So with everything that you're doing, whether people like it or not, and there's going to be a lot of people that don't like it, especially if you're doing good things, or you're helping people, or you're doing things that people actually, they don't like. If you're sitting outside their box or you get over their limit that they've set for you, people will attack. But at the end of the day, it's not about them, it's about you. And you can't help it. You can't help the world if you can't help yourself. And it took me a long time to learn that, because I was helping everybody until I had nothing left. And it just burned me out and run me down, and I had no way to help myself. So that's basically what it's saying. It's on the right path. You know, you're going to take practical steps towards your dreams, your thoughts, actions, and your beliefs, right? So that's part of the Master Builder number, which is just telling you that your mind's in the right place. Now make sure you're doing your actions. You're putting forth action steps. And we're not saying huge leaps. We're not saying crazy stuff. We're just saying, you know, actionable steps. Me, I don't compete with anybody. There's no competition, period. Like, I am who I am. The only one I can compete with is myself. So if I'm doing a little better each day, every day I just do one thing a little bit better, then I'm doing good. And if I'm treating people how I would always want to be treated, I don't care what religion you are, I don't care what culture you are, I don't care any of that. Okay, if you're just treating people, everybody in your life the same way you would want to be treated, then you have nothing to worry about at the end of the day, because you have pure intentions and honest heart, and that's what's going to keep you happy, okay? So your innate ability to bring positive change to the world, that's another big part. I'm only explaining these things just because it's kind of important. When you come up with these Master Builder numbers and stuff, you know, they always say, well, I can't change the world, I can't do this, but it just takes one small thing. And is my face mask going to change the world? Probably not. But is it going to help some moms that maybe just don't get time in their life, or don't know where to start? Is it going to help them just take that moment for themselves and show love? Yes. Are they going to go out in a bad mood and angry when they step out? No. They're going to step out happy and smiling. So they're spreading positivity, not anger or stress or fear. You know, they're more relaxed, they're happy, they're loving themselves more. So, you know, no, I'm not changing the world, but I could be helping somebody that will change the world, and that's all that matters, right, at the end of the day. So yeah, and of course there's spiritual awakening comes with that, which is always messy, yucky, not cute, not even fun. There's nothing actually really nice about it that I want to say, except that the healing part of it and the ability to find yourself and love yourself and share that with the world. There's so many actual positive benefits, but it's messy and it's yucky and sometimes it's very painful. It's getting a little bit easier, but I've been through some on the floor, like just a pile of broken soul all over the floor. I've been there. I've been through it. It's messy. It's not cute. It's not my favorite thing. But the more it happens, the easier it becomes. And I'm definitely at the 15 minutes. So I guess you guys are going to come for a walk with me. Hold on. Oh, shit. Yeah, so part of this, because we're winging it, is also we get what we get, and guess y'all are coming upstairs with me. But this is kind of, I'm doing what I'm told, so as I do that, that's how it happens. Let's put this down. Okay. So hopefully, I don't even know. We're totally winging it because I'm a mess today. And it was not planned. If I can get this to stay there. Stay. Okay. So, as I'm taking the face mask off, which is, I definitely want to make sure that, hold on. I know it fell over. Not a big fan of this phone stand. I should have taken the other one. But we're working with what we got. So you want to take it off with warm water. And you don't want it to be too soaking wet. We just want to. But I spend my time, when I have to do this, this is my perfect time to look in the mirror, tell myself what a beautiful yellow-faced creature I am today. I know. And it's okay to laugh at yourself. Like, truly, have a laugh. Because, you know, yellow's not everybody's color. But this is the time that I take time for my affirmations. And I make sure that I let myself know how beautiful I am. What a fantastic day I'm going to have. I thank God for everything. Everything He's sending my way. I thank Him for allowing me a new thing to show myself and teach myself how much I love myself. I thank Him for allowing me all these ideas that He keeps sending my way. I keep saying He. I don't know why. The universe is going to start kicking my ass if I keep saying He. But, anyways, I let myself know how strong I am, how powerful I am, what a wonderful day I'm going to have. Also, I like to thank Spirit for making me an open connection, making all the ideas and thoughts that He wants me to share, all the messages He wants me to give out. I thank Him. Thank Him for being allowing me to be a clear channel. So of course I'm strong. I'm happy. I'm loving always. I'm kind. I love to treat everybody the way I would like to be treated. And most of all, I'm learning to treat myself abundantly the way I should be being treated. Okay, I'm going to leave you guys here for 2 seconds because I would like to put a human shirt back on. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I did the face mask part, and then I have the lotion also that I'm going to do in a minute. I leave all my hair elastic. We can turn the light out now. Sorry, it's dark. I'm just gotta get back down the stairs. So, I don't know, 20 minutes. I went a little long on my hair mask, on my face mask, so it is what it is, but it took a few minutes. I wouldn't say I'm human looking yet, but I'm getting there. Oh yeah, the face mask. I mean, not the face mask, the lotion. Let's move that out of the way. And I have not tried this yet. I made it last night. So, it was too late and I didn't want to put it on. Just because I thought that it would be better when I'm not going to sleep. Because what if there was a reaction or something? But I don't think there will be because it's all natural. There's nothing in it unless you actually have specific allergies to things like things. But we're talking olive oil, coconut oil, and oranges, carrots, bay leaves. They're pretty basic shit, okay, so. And then I just put it, you keep it in the fridge, right? I'll just show you. I know, my hair's just up right now because I want to put it on. Where did I put my mirror? Bear with me because I don't know. I had a couple of makeup brushes, but I don't know where they went. So, And because it's so cold in the fridge, I just need you to know that all you want to do is just obviously put it on your hands like you would any other lotion and rub it in. Okay? And it smells really, really good, so. And you don't need to put very much on, so the lotion that I actually made is probably enough to last some month. Which is good, but I wasn't sure and I wanted to just try, so. And again, all of this stuff is stuff that you can, that most people have in their cupboards, right? And it's not going to hurt anybody. Sorry, I just want to make sure I don't have any honey left on my face either, because I was pretty sure I got it all off. So. And of course now is the time, if you put on a bunch of makeup, this would be the time to do it. However, I don't usually put on much, I'm not big on makeup. Maybe someday, that's not one of my skills at all. Maybe I'll learn, but I'll put on a little bit of mascara maybe, that's just because I have little tiny eyes, so I like them to look like they're open. But you don't have to. But anyway, the whole point of me coming on, and yeah, I'm still here if people have questions or whatever. I don't think that, maybe I don't even know if I can see the comments properly, but, which one now? So I bought these, I bought a tester for mascara because I don't usually wear it, so, I was trying to figure out which ones I liked. So each day now I try different ones to see which one I like. So far I'm not quite sure. I think I'm kind of really digging this one, which is the Clinique one, which makes sense because Clinique is pretty decent on everything else. But I have little tiny eyes and it's complicated for me to do my mascara because my eyes are so tiny. But hopefully I don't get it all over my face. But this little bit of time is literally, they say you have to meditate sitting there, but I don't think you do. I mean right now I'm not so much sitting here downloading information. But usually when I am doing this, that is my time to do that. And this is my time when Spirit sends me the things that I'm wanted to do, or kind of tells me, reminds me what I should be thankful for, lets me know all of those things. And, sorry, I don't like to... It's hard work when you have little tiny eyes. So, for me, that's about the extent of my makeup or whatever. And that's just... I would do more, but... Maybe if I was going out or something, really. But just, this is my basic everyday. Oh, still, I'm getting bags under my eyes. So I'm going to have to find something next this week for puppies. Really, it was because I was up really late with my daughter because she's been sick, so not as much sleep as I should be having, but what can you do? Being a single mom, you don't really get a choice to say, hey, sorry, I'm going to sleep in today. You got to do what you got to do. So, what did I want? I want my... Just want to brush my hair and put it to, like, kind of normal. I don't know. I don't usually wear it down, so it's not really a thing. I mean, I try to. I don't usually make it past 5 minutes because it gets in my way and I don't like that. But I always try to put a little bit of lotion in it, and because it's so long and I don't like when it's in my face. So, but usually because I'm always trying to do stuff and you can't really do 100 things with hair falling everywhere, or at least in my, I get too agitated. Could be a sensory issue, could be just whatever, because I'm trying to do 25 things, who knows. But at the end of the day, if it causes irritation, I don't want to play with it. I am at the point in my life where peace, it's all about peace. And I'm trying to say hi here, but I can't really tell. Like, people keep coming in and out, and I think there's still one person here, maybe. And it is what it is. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do the same thing, and I'll be doing that for just a little while, because at the end of the day, we all need to learn how to do a little bit of stuff. And if I got to clock in every couple of days or whatever because Spirit says, because somebody needs to see it, then that's what I'm going to do. And I know. Just trying to brush my hair, sorry. I just have a lot of it. I'm hoping, at least if I have to pull out my hair, that I can pull out the gray ones. That would be great. So, if you give me just a couple minutes here to clean my mess, because usually I don't do this on camera. This is kind of a Spirit said clock in, do your job, so that's what I'm doing today. And, ouch. I'm not, obviously my hair is going to go up because I just can't wear it down, but I gotta brush it before I actually put it up. And I'll stay on for a few minutes, and I can do a little collective if you want, or if you have any questions, I can pull a couple cards for that too. Today I didn't really, I can maybe show you some of the other things. Last couple of years were pretty shitty Christmases for my daughter and I. We've had some rough goes, some transitions, and this year I promised myself, come hell or high water, my daughter's gonna have a good Christmas. Does that mean I have to spend $1 million? No, because I don't have $1 million to spend. I don't have big money. I'm living on next to nothing because I lost my job and I'm waiting on EI. But the good thing about that is it gives me the time that I need. So, doing that, I decided we're making a Christmas tree. It's only started, but because we have until Christmas, it's become a kind of thing. We'll probably buy a little tree and put it out, like, for the coffee table or something. I mean, for the kitchen table to get closer to Christmas, but I'm going to take you down and show you. I'll probably post some pictures too, just because it's just become fun. And we have like the advent calendar and stuff like that. Well, it's the same thing. I just decided to make activities. So like we started the tree. So tonight when she gets home from school, or this afternoon when she gets home from school, ow. Sorry, I'm trying to open this door, but magnets. Anyways, when she gets home from school, then we're gonna take some old egg cartons and stuff like that, and make some decorations for our tree, and finish the tree because it's not completely done yet. But we decided instead of wasting it, we're gonna recycle. So I don't know how to turn the camera around, so I'm just gonna turn it this way. Hello, sorry, Sam. Hi, I'm just talking away. Don't mind me. So this is the wall. This is the start of our tree, and we painted it beautifully because we're amazing artists. So we clearly have to do the trunk and the little thing and the star, but then we're going to do decorations and stuff, and this is our little area where we like to have our yoga and meditation, and my daughter is starting to get better with it. She's getting to almost, it's cute, right? The tree, I think it's just the most wonderful thing, because we're gonna, see, my daughter has some learning issues, you know, she's ADHD at the very least. I'm trying to get her assessed because I think that possibly she could be on the spectrum. But part of that makes it really hard to meet them where they're at. And I don't really care about much in life, but I definitely care about meeting her where she's at, right? So these activities that we can do together really kind of 1101. That's new beginnings. If anybody, you know, these activities that we've been working on give her the opportunity to do those things, right? So now that we did all the wonderful face stuff, the self-care stuff, and there's a little bit more, but I kind of wing it as I go. And doing this also helps me because I guess it's going to keep, oh, I got to put that back in the fridge. It's going to keep me doing it. And as long as it keeps me doing it, it's going to help somebody else do it. But, you know, they say create habits, right? And the only way to create habits is by doing it repeatedly. So clearly Spirit was telling me I'm going to have to do this every day. So, not every day for the rest of my life, but at least every day for a little while, just to show people. Sam, I don't know. Honestly, it's hard to see. I don't know if I can even pull up the profiles. But Samuel, I don't know. I'm not sure. And I really can't see the pictures. But I hope you're having a good day. So, what am I doing? Usually I have tea that I make myself. I've been trying to get my recipes back and everything. I just start from scratch again, which is kind of shitty. But it is what it is. And it kind of hindered me a little bit because I was mad and angry that all that shit happened, and I have to start back from the beginning. But I'm okay with that because I actually kind of remember that I actually really, really liked learning the stuff. So, okay. Yeah. I want to pull. Oh, here's my other one. So I have a lot of cards and stuff too, but these ones I just really love so much, and it's part of my journey that, you know, we all have our own journey, so there's no judgment whatsoever. I have a bunch of things that I'm doing, but the one thing that I've learned is, if nothing else now, I have 6 hours in a day, at least 6 hours, but I'm saying 12, well, 5 hours. 5 hours in a day that I can use just for me. And I haven't had that in I don't even know how long. Probably most of my life I've never had that. I don't know where Lewis Street is. Lewis Street where? I've never heard of Lewis Street. Lewis Street. Okay, so just 1 minute. I'm gonna try to shuffle these a bit. They're kind of big cards, so I just like to shuffle them a little bit and spread the. Okay, we're not gonna go. I'm not taking a novel. We'll take just one right now, cause yeah, I don't know what Lewis Street is, but I don't even know what town it is, or what city or country for that matter. I've been a lot of places, so I need a little more detail than that. I don't remember my own name half the time, and I have to go down a list of 10 names when I call my daughter. So maybe that's part of getting old, I don't know, but yeah. I definitely gonna need a little more details. Especially because I can't see your pictures either. If I saw your picture, I'm a face person. Okay, yes. I was going to spread them out and pick it, but I'm pretty sure that Spirit threw these two, so that's what we're going to go with. I didn't even get to spread them out. They just flew out. So the affirmation, for those that were still here, when I did the, when I was wiping off my face mask, part of the affirmations was the things that I wanted to deal with, the things that I wanted to talk about. So this one's definitely one that, part of your gratitude, we always want the affirmations, right? So it says, we all are more blind to what we have than to what we have not. And that's Audre Lorde. Take a few moments to note a gift or opportunity that you have been ignoring or taking for granted, and give thanks from your heart. And it's true, because there's one thing I've learned, truly learned, big things can't come in if you're not grateful for the small ones. And when you lose everything, or you struggle to get ahead, and you have to restart your life 500,000 times, you have to learn to be grateful for the small things, the little things. Just showing up every day. Grateful to yourself for literally just showing up every day. Be grateful that you have a roof over your head, that you're still breathing. Grateful for your daughter's health, your kid's health. Like, we take that shit for granted every single day. And, and I'm not saying everybody does, but if we're not giving thanks for that, how do we expect to win the lottery or have these abundant gifts from people and spirit to send more good things your way? They're not going to do that if you can't be grateful for those simple little things. So that's a pretty big deal to me. And, it's one of those things that's like, yeah, I've always been grateful. But if you're not speaking it and you're not saying it, how do they know? And truly living in gratitude it's just, I always assumed they knew, which is just one of those daily miscommunications that we all seem to go through. Because we just want, we're like, oh, well, they know. That's why half the relationships fail. That's why all these things fail. Because, they should just know. Or you could just take a moment and thank them. Just thank them. Thank the world. Thank God. Thank everybody for showing up and being a part of your life, and those that stay and stick around and support you and help you. Those are the ones. Good morning. Mal's 67 GTO. Oh, I bet it's a nice car, eh? I wish I could see the pictures. I'm so blind. I'm gonna have to find my glasses. But yeah, I'm just trying to say, being grateful is one of those things. So sometimes, I got this deck because it just helps me focus on the things that I forget about sometimes. So, but it's been out too, so I wanted to just say the other one too. It says, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And that's Mary Oliver. These are just quotes, right? Step outside of your routine today. Enjoy the freedom it brings. Well, if we haven't noticed, I don't usually come on here too much. I was trying, but there would always be things that stop me, or I'd make excuses or whatever. But so if this isn't stepping outside of your routine, I don't really know what is. But it's true, and it's freeing, really, because I'm doing what I love and what I believe in, and maybe no one gives a shit today. Maybe no one gives a shit tomorrow. But as I'm showing up, doing what I'm told, I'm also helping myself create those habits. And you know, when you get rid of bad habits, quit smoking, you know, I don't want to say quit drinking coffee, but really I used to drink like a pot or 2 pots a day. And now, you know, I have a coffee once a week or a couple times a week. And I'm not judging. I believe everything in moderation. You know, going for a walk and just all those little things add up, right, to healthy, better habits. And that's what we have to do. And I've been doing that, and I'm getting a little more practice at doing it for myself. And that's why Spirit told me to come on here and not be so, whatever, step out of my comfort zone. Because there's people that follow me that actually just needed these little hints and stuff, a little help. And that's okay. Because I struggle with it too. And instead of having to try to figure it out yourself, that's what I'm here for. Because I got a thick skin. There's nothing you can say that's gonna hurt my feelings. And maybe some other people aren't used to that, I guess, or not sure how to go about that. So I'm doing what I was told. I clocked in. I did my face routine. So I'm obviously beautiful, ready for the day. And now I'm just going to pull a couple cards and we will see. See what. Couple good shovels. If it doesn't spit one out, then I'll spread them out and pick one. But because these are kind of big. And okay. We want that one? Go ahead. Go. That's what you chose. Oh, we got 2 again? Okay. Oh, there's 3 of them. So, let's see here. Do we want to take 3? We'll take 3. We'll start with this one. A divine power has woven every moment into the intricate tapestry of life to help guide our spiritual progress. Trust in that power and move through life with confidence and humility. Right, I'm just gonna butcher this name, and I'm sorry. Radhanath Swami. I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced properly, but when I read quotes, I try to give that. I want to make sure that they're noted because they're quotes, right? So to take care to channel energy in and energy out today. Strive for balance. And that's just saying that everything you let it pass through, which isn't always easy. But we let it pass through, right? When you pull it in, and I used to just store it, and then I don't have no way to release it. I have no way to do any of those things. I don't know. It's kind of hard to keep that balance when you're just taking it in, and you're not releasing it. Well, now I'm learning how to observe the energy, and instead of just absorbing it, I allow it to go through me. And then when it becomes overloaded or burdensome, even happy emotions can be burdensome. All of them when there's too much and it doesn't allow you to feel your feels, right? So, and because people share energy and send energy your way, good, bad, ugly, being an empath, your job is to absorb it, right? And you feel and you help those people transmute it because they don't maybe know how to do that so well. So anyways, that's that one, and that's an inspiration card. And then we'll talk about this one. You must hold your quiet center where you do what only you can do. And that's by Hajin, is that quote. And I'm probably just butchering these names, and I feel so bad for that. Good morning, for all the people that come in and out. I love that I have 555 likes on mine. That's just so we know, that's big changes, right? 555. Anyone that knows about the angel numbers, strength, definitely strength, big changes, and open to all the good things that are coming. So that was such a great number, and I'm glad that it's still there, and I'm glad that I saw that today. Because anyone that knows me or knows of me, angel numbers seem to be my thing, and they come to me a lot, and they guide me very much so on my journey and what I'm striving for, and how to find balance and good things in my life. So when I see them, they jump right out at me, and they're usually telling me straight up that I'm on the right path, or, yo, slow it down, girl, you need to turn around, back it up, whatever. And I'm very lucky to have that connection with spirit, truly, truly, because it saved me from a lot of fucked up shit, I'll tell you that. So, this card says, choose stillness as an active practice of patience. It's okay to wait. You will get where you need to be. And that one, I feel, was definitely meant for me, because I'm one of those people that are very impatient. I want everything yesterday, and I'm sure we all do. But sitting still in those moments where you don't know what to do, or you're just unsure, those are those hard moments. But when you're sitting there and you're just being still, it also allows you to feel the feelings, to understand the things you need to move through. And you'd be surprised how much shit you can process in just a couple minutes of being still and allowing spirit to come through, which we all have that capability. So it's up to us how we want to manifest it and how we want to continue showing it in our lives, right? To me, that's pretty important. And these small little things, this is obviously, like I said, this deck is my self-care deck, which is one, it helps you kind of daily go through, I pick one or two, and it gives me a new way to focus on things that are best for me, because the things that are best for me eventually show out in the world, because I'm happier when I deal with people. I'm already always been helpful for so many people, but it's easier I can help more people, I can be happier, I can be a better person when I'm filling my cup first. Had I have known that 20 years ago, who knows where I'd be. But, call me a late bloomer, call it whatever you want, but it took me a long time to learn that, and part of my generation really, truly, we didn't get to know that. We didn't, we were damn near feral. We pretty much raised ourselves, right? And that's, people tend to forget that. So, and that probably made us more of the helicopter parents, more of the, spoiled, the kids that are having kids that are spoiled because we don't want them to live the way we lived. Things like that. And there's no judgment, because I used to spoil my daughter so truly, and still, she fights like hell with me now to do small things, and I created that, so it's my own damn fault. But at the end of the day, it's because it started with good intentions, and sometimes things are taken to the extreme. And now I'm learning to tell my kid, sorry, no, this is my 10 minutes, this is my 5 minutes to myself. Unless you're dying, I don't want to hear it. And no, I don't say it that cruelly. Well, sometimes it depends on what you're doing. But, creating boundaries even with your children. And that was something that I struggled with. I didn't even know really truly that boundaries were a thing that we were allowed to have until I was full grown. So I can just imagine how many other people that would resonate with me. Which usually when people start showing up and genuinely showing up and listening and hearing, usually they resonate with me, so they would pretty much understand what I'm trying to say. But these small things that I've been doing today are definitely out of my comfort zone, but there's somebody that showed up today that needed to see that and needed to hear that, and that's what I'm here to do. So I have a feeling for the next close to 21 days, at least, because I think they said 21 days to create a habit. So I'm going to do that for the next 21 days, I guess. I've just committed myself. And, yeah, people show up or not show up, that's your choice. But my little face mask, my little morning ritual is probably going to be a thing for the next 21 days. I'm not sure if I'm going to attempt it on well, I don't know. I can maybe attempt it on the weekend when my daughter's home, but it could become a struggle because when she's home, she doesn't make things easy. But we, especially on here, because she just loves the camera and she just wants to hop on. Maybe on the weekends I'll get her to do it with me, and we can find a way to make that more fun too. So yeah, I'm gonna read this last one. And what time is it? It's almost 11. It's 11:30. Yeah, maybe I'll do a half hour, and then I can do a couple readings, pull a little collective reading if people want. If not, it's okay. I'll just sit here and be an open space for people, a safe space, So this one is reflection. I said, I lied and said I was busy. I was busy, but not in a way most people understand. I was busy taking deeper breaths. I was busy silencing irrational thoughts. I was busy calming a racing heart. I was busy telling myself I'm okay. Written Oakman. It's okay to take time for yourself every day. So this is what I'm learning and trying to show those that resonate with me. Which, by the way, those that resonate with me are my tribe. Those are my people that, and I don't care what walk of life you're from. And even resonating with somebody does not mean that you have to agree, love, or be a fan of every single thing they do. What it means is your basic, your core values, your aim, your goals. There's something that aligns with you or resonates with you, and I truly believe when those people start showing up in your life, that's when you understand just how good life can get. So that's why I make it very clear. There's no judgment here, and I'm just gonna do what I do and what makes me happy. And if you show up for it, great, I love it. And if you don't, well, either way, I'm still going to keep doing it because there's some people that need to hear it and see it. If Spirit told me to do it, that's what I'm going to do. So that just is what it is. So it's okay to take time for yourself every day. What is your favorite way to practice self-care on a regular basis? Why is it your favorite? So obviously that was, that's a little bit of simple question you can ask yourself, and that's part of journal. You can journal it. You can talk to yourself. Me, I talk to myself all the time. I talk to Spirit now, and I answer myself all the time too. That's part of being old and crazy. I don't know. I laugh, but it's one of those things. We kind of speak that out because me, that's how I process things, and that and not everybody does it that way, but sometimes when you're trying to figure it out or you're trying to understand it, you don't know you're not sure how to process. So speaking it out to yourself is always a good way to, one, speak it into the universe and allow the universe to give you an answer, but also, let yourself hear it out loud. Let yourself understand it and not be ashamed or embarrassed about it. And so a friend of mine showed me this deck, and I just love it. I think it's one of the most beautiful decks out there. The artistry is phenomenal. Izzy Ivy, who it's by, but these again are just ones that I really like to. Life Force Energy, number 34. So, I just love it. Like, look at I just absolutely love the artistry on these. But that was a good one to pull up. An Internal Explorer. So this is something that, if there was anything of doing my shadow work and all of the things that I've had to do, sitting still for this stuff was my biggest struggle. It still is my biggest struggle. It's like I want to do it, I don't want to do it. And sometimes sitting still for me is actually the worst because I find it harder to focus. I'm better if I'm dancing, cleaning, moving, walking. Like, to me, I process better that way. Hi, JJ. How are you? Thanks, you're very kind. You might not have agreed when I had my little face mask on this morning, but that's what I'm doing. This is part of my self-love and self-care, and just trying to show people how to do things cheap and very quickly. So I'm going to pull one of these cards. I did the self-care cards and stuff already, but this one I just really like, and I just think that the oracle cards and stuff, they allow us to have a better look into ourselves and a way to sit there and do self-reflection and do the things so it helps us do our shadow work. Heart chakra, go figure. Unfurling back to love. And 5, the number 5, it resonates with too. Like, look at the cards. I just love the artistry is beautiful, phenomenal. So, I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to read it because it's the heart chakra. I already know what it's going to say, but, this is a struggle we all have, I'm sure, because it's a block thing, because it's very hard to lead a heart-led life. I know, because when you lead a heart-led life, you're going to get screwed over. You're going to get hurt. People aren't going to understand you. There's always going to be people that are committed to misunderstanding your intentions no matter what you do. So, like, when it comes down to all of these things, the very basic stuff, that should be easy. That's why I want to teach kids all this stuff, so they're starting early and they're not spending 20 years passing on all this anger and all the things that, we had to try to process by ourselves by coping. When I truly believe when we learn to do better, we actively can do better. And every single day, that's my goal. So I just want to read this. This is the heart chakra, and this is, this is truly, this is my life, because I've lived a heart-led life most of my life. And yes, it has its benefits and its not so much benefits, but hold on, I can sneeze. Wait, am I gonna do it? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. That was confirmation if I never heard that before in my life. Okay. Love for oneself and others. Relationships, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, connection, receptivity, acceptance, and generosity. If nothing else, I'm good at all those things. The one I struggled with truly was the love for oneself. I was taught to always put myself last. And now I'm learning to put myself first. And I'm telling you, I wish I knew that 20 years ago. Truly, I wish I knew that. This chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. Now it says restore. Count everything in your life that you are grateful for. Think of all those you love and how that wonderful feeling radiates from your heart. Consider those you can forgive and extend that feeling out to them. Remember, we all just want to be loved and accepted, but insecurities and triggers can cause behaviors that move us away from this place. Have compassion. Know that others may be in their suffering. Expand your awareness and heart centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate the earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet in all of its perfect balance, loving you back. Themes, so relationships and relating, obviously. Connection to yourself and others, the language of love. Learning people's love language doesn't always mean, it's not always just a relationship, okay? Being a good friend, showing up for the people you care about. Truly, that's what matters, right? And then, of course, your healing position is over your heart. That's your heart chakra. And the color that kind of goes with that is emerald green, which is one of my absolute most favorite colors. I just want to show that one more time. I was just reading the thing for this card, and it truly is like, it takes a couple of minutes out of the day. And I usually do this. I pull a couple cards for myself anyway. My gratitude, my self-care. This one, I love it. I just think it's just beautiful. And then I kind of just asked, what I should be doing with my day. And I have some of mine that are just simple cards. But I like all these ones, the happy ones, the ones that give us good affirmations and good things to do for the day. Because no matter what, we work for that every day. How many times a day do we struggle with the smallest shit? That's so sweet. Thank you. Good morning. I kind of just, I'm continuing this conversation, whether people pop in or out. Those that miss it, it is what it is. But those that hop on, usually they're hopping on because they're catching me at just a moment that there was a little part of that message that they needed to hear. And that's usually the goal. So, Spirit Junkie, this one is one of my favorites too because it's all positive affirmations and telling us things to look out for and look forward to. Okay, that was pretty quick. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. And that's so true. We're not going to let fear ever stop us. I don't care what people think about me, to be honest. I've learned if somebody hates you that much that they're going to spend that much time on you, truly they just must love you because, why? If I don't like something, I'm not going to bother with it, period. So if more people learn that, there'd be a lot less stress. Instead of taking on the fear of others, I reflect love. If we haven't figured out, the theme today is self-love, self-care. And for the ones that weren't here in the morning, well, you're gonna have to give me a minute. I'm gonna have to call back. I have a phone call coming in, so I don't know if it's gonna cut me off or not. But I can't stay much longer because I have to get ready to go get my daughter soon. But anyways, I'm pulling these cards because the theme of the day is self-love, self-care, and that's the most important. Okay. Yeah, two more. So I trust that my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. And we all have the ability to follow our own intuition 110%. Like, it's there for us. We just have to listen to it. And the more we ignore it, that's when we start having trouble in our lives. And that's when things start to become a struggle, right? I know I ignored it for a long, long time, and it cost me dearly, I'll tell you that. So I see Grace, which that's my daughter's name, so that just gives me a little giggle every time. But I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges, right? So that just that just says to me that whatever challenge comes our way, the challenge is an opportunity to master something else. It's an opportunity to do better and to walk through it. And as many struggles as I've had in my life, the one thing I can tell you is now I just walk through it with grace. Like, truly, I don't. We all get stressed out, we all worry about it, but at the end of the day, the struggle is real for everybody, and am I gonna cry about it? I can't. I have no control over it. So I'm gonna do what I have control over, and if I'm really truly worried, I just give it to God. I'm just so. I can't control everything in my life. Nobody can, and doing all these things, trying to control it, is where we all kind of screw our own selves up. So instead of doing that, we're gonna do the better things, and we're gonna be happy with all of the shit we got going on in our lives, whether we like it or not. Hold on, I wanted to pull one of these too, because I'm just a really big fan of Rebecca Campbell and the work your life. All of these oracle cards are just beautiful, and they make me happy. So if nothing else, I'm pulling them for myself like I do every day, but I have a feeling that you are the artwork on these are just truly the best. Sorry, I'm not ready to do co-hosting. I'm still trying to figure my own shit out, but I appreciate that. Give me one sec. I want to make sure. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to take these upside down or not. We're just. Well, that was pretty quick. So we have. I'm gonna butcher some of these, but it is what it is. We're trying here. It's Imrama, I think. Where are you being called to journey to? So that was the first card. So we're gonna look that up because maybe they are right. Oh, right here. These oracle cards always have another meaning, and intuitively, like, it's just this is the start of our journey, right? Our journey home to ourself, self-love. That's where it all starts. Clearly, that intuitively, obviously with the artwork. I mean, it's the most beautiful. It's just asking us where we're trying to go, right? But I'm gonna read the message that the author of these put, because there's always a little deeper meaning, and I'm always pretty quick to I get the gist of it, right? But sometimes that's the problem, when you just get the gist of it or whatever, and you miss the details. And when you miss the details, that's when you miss the opportunities, and that's when you start giving up on yourself because you didn't take that moment to just hear what's being said, right? So, where are you being called to journey to? The Celtic word Imrama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or already on one. It could be to a physical, ancient place, or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place. Or perhaps you are being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. So, this is Work Your Light activation. So, if anybody has the cards or knows of these cards, a lot of these are about soul activations, and that helps open you up, open your soul up, and open your mind up to align yourself with these things that our soul is calling us to do, right? So it says, hold the card to your heart and say, may seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets from lands that my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineages that my soul has served, and remember that I don't have to do it all alone. So it's just letting you know that your spirit team is with you and waiting for you to start your journey and get your butt in gear. So that's always going to be the message when it comes to our soul journey. We're never alone, ever. And the farther you look in, the deeper you look in, the better it's always going to be for yourself, right? Let's see, we'll pull one more maybe. Don't send me a whole handful, please. We just want one. I know we get a little rushy, so I'll be patient. I'm not going to rush. But, okay. Answer the call. Okay, so I got, it's sent out 3. I'm not going to put them back because they want me to read them. That's what I'm going to do. So first one we have is answer the call, which is, what is your soul calling you to do? Which clearly is the journey, which what we're trying to do is wake people up so they're doing that journey. I don't believe these ones are all crazy long, but sorry, I'm trying to just see. I wish I knew the alphabet, because apparently ABC was struggling there for me a minute. Okay, so answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary, it might not make sense, but if you trust your soul's yearnings, you will live a life beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering your soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. What your soul yearns for, whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission. Just say yes. I.e., all of the things I've done thus far this morning. I'm doing what I'm told. Because it's not just for me. It's for the people that need it. And even if they don't show up today, they're going to show up tomorrow. And they're not going to know where to find me if I don't show up. So that's what I'm being told to do. That's what I'm doing. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take that first step. I know. I tried that. Spirit said, no, they're going to kick my ass right out the door till I have no choice but to do it. They're like, you're not going to hold off no longer. Do the shit you need to do. So that's what I'm doing. So, but intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul. And that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete, perfect plan. Ain't that the truth? Every time I try to plan something, it turns into a disaster, let me tell you. Fun times. So, no one has ever had the complete, perfect plan. There is no end destination. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to do our soul's growth. This is true. when I tell you the struggles I've had just even to get to this far. Because some people and things in life tries to keep us in survival mode. And it's really hard to do self-love and focus on ourselves when we're worried about everything else and terrified of all the shit coming at us. But, I deal with the struggle every single day when I tell you the things that I have to go through every day. But I can't control what people are going to do. I can only control my reaction and the things that I know. And Spirit's telling me, do what I can control. And this is what I can control. So this is what I'm going to do. It makes me happy, and somewhere along the way, it's going to help someone. So, what is your soul calling you to do? That's something we can all reflect on for sure. And then we have, a pillar of light. I don't know if y'all can see. And it says, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And I'm going to read that one too. I don't know why it did 3, but it did 3. So we're actually technically 4. But because it did it, I'm going to read them all. Because I was not told to put them back. So, you are heaven and earth in perfect expression. A conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of planet Earth. They dance together through you, and they sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our power to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside, for you hold all the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart, in every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the power of light. So here's another activation one, an affirmation, okay? I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between the heaven and earth. And that's very clear. The more you look in and the more you trust yourself and your intuition, the more open you become to your angels and your spirit team. And if you're not aware to hear them, there's no message, okay? There's no... Everything's God and your spirit team and the universe. But they're there whether we're paying attention or not. They're doing their thing whether we're paying attention or not, regardless. But when we open ourselves and allow them to speak through us or speak to us, then, that's when we start finding our blessings or having them, come to us. We're pulling them in because we're becoming more open. We're sharing the message, and we're doing what makes us happy. So if we're doing what our soul is calling us to do, and, when it comes time that, the scales of judgment and all those things, truly we can say we had the best intentions, and we were trying to help others, not just ourselves. And but we had to help ourselves first, because some of us have just been mistreated for so long, we don't know any other way, right? So, and then there's, this is the last one, and then I have one more deck I'll pull from, maybe 2, I don't know, at least one more. This one says, trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay, And that's whatever. What have you been feeling called to do? What way is your life leaning? What has kind of piqued your interest or created, something for you to put a little bit of focus on? And that's really that's the important part right now, right? You have to understand that you have, like this right here, what I get from this. So this is the you, okay, and then this is your, your higher self, your younger self, or spirit, right? So Father, Son, Holy Ghost, the same representation. Body, soul, body, spirit, mind, right? All of these things, coming together and aligning. But your highest best self is always going to have the idea that puts you in your highest best timeline and doing all of the highest best things for you, which is always going to be the highest best that's helping the entire planet. And by that means that the knowledge and the wisdom and experience that you're giving out is helping somebody somewhere on the planet, and that's all that matters, right? Are they all going to take your information? Are they all going to follow it to the T? Probably not. It's not my job to control somebody whether they use it or not. It's my job to put the information out there and allow people to do their own research and their own inner guidance, looking for themselves. Okay, so yeah, it's almost noon. I can maybe just a half hour or so more, but I don't want to push it too much. What is it, Justin? Man, me and the alphabet are struggling today. What's going on? I don't know. We're moving up in the world. Or not. That's because it's broke down into 3 categories, which is why. I see. S2. TV. There it is. Okay. That's okay. Have a laugh. We're learning the alphabet today. Today on the alphabet show. Anyways. That niggling feeling, that annoying niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there. And it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting. And until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it. To draw your attention, this is true. This is pure facts. I know, because I fought this my whole life. And until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it. To draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made. The stone in your shoe. Oh, that's funny. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact, it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path, and then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. So, what is your niggle feeling trying to tell you? Which is, basically it's saying that thing that you don't want to do, that you know that you should do. The universe is just saying that basically they're going to keep throwing shit at you and keep pushing you. First it'll start with small little things, little hints. But when you fight it, especially like me, I'm struggle because I'm stubborn. Man, I'm stubborn. So stubborn. and I'm strong. So when I tell you, it takes like more than one kick in the face before I'm gonna think and do the things and listen to what I'm told. That is definitely a flaw. I'm not mad about it. It just is what it is. But I say that because if you think that you're gonna ignore it, and it will let you ignore it for a little while. But what you're meant to do, what you're told to do, you're gonna do one way or another, or your life will just go to shit eventually, because there's a reason you're supposed to be doing these things, and there's somebody in the planet in the world that needs to hear it and needs to understand it, and it could be just say that weird random sentence to some stranger at a grocery store. It could be some message you have to give somebody that you don't even know, but it's gonna keep happening. You're gonna keep having to go. It's gonna keep coming. Oh, how do you do that? Here we go. Okay. Sorry, right now. I'm not I don't have the ability to focus on that right now. I'm already struggling with figuring out what message I'm supposed to be giving out right now. See, baby steps. That's so funny. And I love that came out actually, because that's like me coming here doing this right now is not for me. As you can see, I get one or two people that come through, and that my likes are still 555, which is big changes, which tells me exactly what I need to know. I'm doing what I'm doing because there's one or two people that absolutely needed to hear this today. Little steps, little things. And I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. And I'm going to do the same thing the next day. Because the people that need to hear it or feel it or see it or do it, they're going to show up. So, okay, I'm going to pull empathic starseed. That's also a thing. Sometimes just being a space for people. Right now, I'm new, so a lot of people don't really know me so well yet. But no, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But as you get to know me, you're gonna understand that everywhere I am, it's no judgment. Clear in is that Roots and Rewards? Is that her? Hi, if you came, that's so wonderful that you came, because I'm actually a big fan and I love to watch you. I like to watch your shows, so that's wonderful. Anyways, this is part of my journey, is just being told, doing what I'm told in this moment, and this probably going to be at least the next 21 days. I'm going to come on and I'm going to pull a couple of these and a couple gratitude cards, and I'm going to, if people have questions, I will answer them a little bit, what I can, but I'm pulling these because right now mostly what we're focusing on is self-love, figuring out how to do it on a cheap, easy, daily basis, and my beautiful skincare line. No, I'm kind of having a laugh, but they're cheap homemade things that, single moms especially, and in any which way, I'm not trying to judge anybody, but being a single mom, when you lose your job, when shit happens and you're trying to figure out how to pay your bills and everything else, how do you stay out of survival mode? How do you go back to that simple little space that is you? How do you not get lost in the chaos, in the rat race? And it took me a long time to figure out how to do that. So, this next 21 days is going to be at least 21 days. We'll see how it goes after that, but at least 21 days. I'm going to do these things so we can create better habits, and the people that do show up can actually just, create better habits with me. Work together. Let's see what people find that works for them. The streets killed you? man, the streets will kill everybody. Like, running the streets is not a good way to live. It's hard. It's very, very hard. Okay. It's definitely hard to stay in survival mode. I mean, to come out of survival mode and worry about self-care. That's for damn sure. So, I feel for you. But if you're here and you have the ability to join me right now, it did not kill you. It made you stronger. It showed you where you need to focus to do better. And it gave you so many more opportunities to not just see your capabilities, but show the world that, it doesn't matter what happens to you or where we come from, because I've been on the streets, I've been homeless, I've been through every pretty much shitty struggle you can imagine, and I'm still here, and you're still here, so we survived. Pretty damn sure we made it. Doesn't matter what it is, at the end of the day, we're stronger than many, 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 and that's what you gotta look at. And then you also gotta look at, why am I here? Why am I stronger? Because there's probably a message you're meant to put out. So I would look into that. I'm going to pull a couple cards collectively for the energy that's going on today. But I've been pulling like some self-care, gratitude, all those cards for the last little bit. You missed my beautiful face mask. Face mask ritual and my lotion ritual, which was just a cheap, very cheap, make it yourself at home, very little money, but those little things that we can do to help bring ourselves out of survival mode, which is a struggle. So it helps with your nervous system regulation, it helps with your gratitude, it helps with your ability to center yourself, and this is all very much self-love, right? So yeah, you missed it, but I'll be on tomorrow doing the same thing after I drop my daughter off at school. But the biggest thing is that learning that we can do these things, so I don't know, like we can focus on these little things. So basically my little mask was turmeric and honey, right? And unless you have allergies to either or, it's not going to do anything to hurt you. But it gives you 15 minutes to sit there, because you have to, I mean, you can do a bunch of things, but really, if you do honey, you're going to get a sticky mess everywhere. So I wouldn't suggest that. But just gives you, 15 minutes to sit still and process. Use those 15 minutes to meditate. No, I think I'm okay. I mean, the lighting isn't great, but it's not, it hasn't stained my face. But what it also does is, like, so I have some very deep scars from some of the trauma and shit that I've experienced. It's not great, but it's getting there. I'm old, so I still have the wrinkles and stuff. But I have a lot of scars, and I have a lot of things that I used to be very much ashamed of, and I'm just not anymore. I refuse to be ashamed of it, because I survived, and I'm here. So, I literally have, so many scars. But from doing it, it does actually help. It's going to help, hopefully, with some of these wrinkles, and it will help with some of the scars. So it's not going to be like in 2 days, but once we start creating the ritual and doing all of the things, that time and attention that we're putting into ourselves, and that the focus on being grateful and gratitude, the extra water we're consuming, the little healthier things that we're doing are all going to lead into better skin, better health, better, it's a constant, it's a domino effect. And that's, what I've been trying to create, and it's working for me, and I'm much happier every day. But it's also, apparently Spirit decided to kick my ass and say, get out there and tell people too. So When I started this journey in the beginning, I promised people they'd get the good, the bad, the ugly. And if you go back and look at some of my videos, not just my little filter things, sometimes that's just me screwing around, but if you go back and look at my other videos and some of the shit that I've posted and wrote, and that's my life. It is what it is. It's my healing journey. But I promised the good, bad, and the ugly, and at the end of the day, it's me. So I'm creating better habits, and hopefully somebody out there is going to create better habits with me also. And I'm going to find my tribe, and we're going to do this health, self-love, self-care, health journey together. And I love that for all of us. And if we don't have the money, and if we're poor, and if we're doing it on $5, we're going to figure it out. So I learned that I can do it for less. I made lotion yesterday for after the turmeric mask and when I clean it. And I put that on too, and actually it's pretty good. Maybe my face is a little oily, but I'm finding that because of the coconut oil and the olive oil, it's actually better because it helps me clear out my skin, and it also creates a small barrier because I have large pores. So creating that little barrier stops a lot of the dirt from getting in. So, you know, when my face gets too dry or when it gets dirty, then I just give it a wipe and put a little more lotion on, and that's becoming very helpful to me. But I made it myself very easily, and it was probably cost me $5 to make, not even. And anybody can do it. So it's about investing that time in ourselves, and that's the actual core point of it all, right? So I'm gonna pull this one, and what's our focus forward today, going into tomorrow? What are we looking at? And don't send me a whole handful because I gotta read them, and I know you want me to stay on longer, but you know, I still have to get my kid and all those things. So be nice and just one, please, and thank you. Okay, well, you don't have to be bossy. Two, I knew you could do that. Yeah, 2 or 3, 2. See, so Spirit likes to be a smartass with me all the time, which is kind of funny. But I said I just wanted one, because the last one, it kicked out like 3. And Spirit's like, yeah, you're not going to tell me. That's basically how that goes, which is just funny to me. But it's always going to resonate, and it's always going to matter. Hi, Marilyn. Good morning. Thanks for coming to join us. You missed my beautiful face mask. I'll be on tomorrow doing the same thing. Love it or hate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I've been pulling some self-care gratitude cards, work your light, just kind of things like that, to go with our self-care theme. And that's kind of, Spirit has kind of kicked my ass and said, we're glad that your self-care journey is starting to work for you, and we're happy that it's making you happy. But we don't like that you're not doing as you're told. Get your ass on camera and do it. So I literally put on my face mask and sat here this morning, and I'm going to do that for at least the next 21 days. And maybe, like, it's not going to be at a specific time because I can't commit to that. It might be an hour late, an hour early, because that's just the way life works, and I have a child. Can only do what I can do. But these times when she's in school especially, allow me the time to do that. Spirit says that's what I need to do. That's what I'm going to do. So it should at least be interesting. And hopefully people start following and maybe going on this journey with me. And you don't have to follow my recipes or any of that stuff. But getting your own face mask and your own thing to create those 15 minutes blocks of time or whatever it takes, right? So, okay, so the 2 that it kicked out, and I said 1, but Spirit likes to be a smart ass with me all the time. If I say one, it's gonna get two. If I say give me two, it's gonna and that's just kind of our little tug of war, which we love to do. They like to keep me on my toes, and I'm defiant all the time. I want to do things my way, and they want me to do things their way. And sometimes we meet in the middle, and sometimes Spirit says, no, we're not backing down on this one. You have your boundaries, so do we. Get your ass out there. That's where we're at right now. So, the first one it sent out was the courageous peony. Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. If that isn't the theme of the day, I don't know what is. But, where is the book? So, obviously it speaks for itself. This is the message to me, but it's also the message to everyone that shows up and that needed to hear this, because a lot of the people that resonate with me or that I show up on their page, they resonate with me for a reason, and the reason is they have something to show the world. They have something to tell the world. They have a message to get out. They have a talent. They have something there that maybe they're even unaware of yet. They're not quite there, or they're just starting their journey, or they're at that stage where they don't know what to do and they're afraid of somebody laughing or afraid of whatever. And you'll learn. You'll get a thick skin. And I'll tell you, when you survive some of the shit that comes your way, or the things that people throw at you, there's nothing that can hurt you anymore. You know what I mean? Those are the things that hurt. And yeah, I had to take time to heal. I had to take time to amend myself and understand and learn the lesson. Like, this didn't just come and I'm like, oh, one day I'm going to do this. This is part of the path, and this is where the path is taking me, so this is where we're going. Okay, so I'm going to look this up, and we're going to read it. Let's see here. I hate when it starts with the, because then it can be, like, anywhere. But no, it's right here. Okay. So the courageous peony. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is readying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The courageous peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first it may feel uncomfortable, and you may be afraid of what others think. But with each passing day, it does become easier. I knew. See, I already called what was happening, and I knew that this was going to be a thing, and that's why I said at least 21 days. Because I knew what I was sent on to do today was not going to be just a one-day thing. And Spirit saying, get your ass out there. Do what you need to do, because whether you like it or not, there's people out there that need a starting point, need a path point. So I promise to share the good, bad, and ugly, and this is what we're getting. So thank you to Spirit, and we're all going to either have a laugh with me, we're going to learn something, or we're not. And if you're not, that's you know, I'm not sad about it. I'm still giving out the information, so we're all going to do with it what we wish, right? And that's, I can't control that. I can control not much, really. I control what I react to a situation, and the rest of it is Spirit being my boss, telling me what to do, at least right now, and following my intuition. So This has been kicking me in the ass for a long time, telling me to do it, but I knew it wasn't going to be just a one day thing, so kind of just laughing about it. I knew that's where this was leading. So at first it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think, but with each passing day it does become easier. Little by little you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. Absolutely, I knew this was headed, and it's just, that's why I laugh, because when Spirit kind of kicks out these cards to me, it's like we're having this internal war already. Like, I don't want to do all this stuff sometimes. I'm not a supermodel. If somebody wanted to pick on me, they can. But truly, I've been through so much that, like, even if it agitates me for a moment or it makes me go, ugh, what am I going to do about it? You know, like, I'm going to look at them and say, do you feel better about yourself? Okay, well, I'm glad you got that out, because it's not going to hurt me anymore. When they say unfuckwithable, I kind of have a laugh about it, but I've been through so much shit and survived it, and still found a way to lead my life with love, like literally just wanting to help others, wanting the best for people, even the ones that have hurt me. And that's just who I am, and that's who I'm always going to be, and I refuse to change that. But mostly, I refuse to be ashamed of it, because let me tell you how many people tried to turn that into a shameful thing. Like, I was wrong for that, or such a bad person. Because I refuse to waste my life wishing bad on people or wanting to do bad things. There's no way that I can ever be ashamed of that again. People take my kindness for weakness, and yeah, I don't want to throw hands, I don't want to fight, I don't want to be violent. Like, don't get it wrong, if I'm put in that position, I will fight to save my life. But nobody wants to do that, right? Nobody's gonna, if we can talk it out, if we can communicate, that's the best way to deal with things, right? So that's not even a thing. But when people want to bring things out of you and want to push you to anger or whatever so they can gaslight you, that's a whole nother conversation. We'll give it for a couple days, but you know, that becomes a thing, and that's because those people are committed to misunderstanding you or misrepresenting you or trying to make the world think that you're crazy, because they have their own issues, and I had to overcome that. And I'm now at the point where there's nothing, I've survived that. Thank you. You do? That's wonderful, actually. And I've just been reflecting on that the last kind of week or so as I've been getting my ass pushed to do this. I really have. I've been reflecting on it, and I've come a long way in the last few months. But I mean, if we go back to the start, I don't even want to look back there. You know, even then, in my most kind of fucked up, I still had good intentions. Maybe I just didn't know better. I didn't know how to deliver the message. I didn't know how to do it properly because I had toxic ways, and that's from growing up being taught all of these toxic things, right? Like, when you don't know any better, you're gonna do the best that you know, and that's, you know, that's why I never judge somebody for where they're at in their journey, and when they're mad at me, and when they're hateful, and when they want to do whatever, you know, they're doing it because that's what they know, right? Yes, I've been doing that. I haven't journaled in a couple of days because my daughter's been sick, and when she's home, I've been more focused on my creative stuff, because sometimes I find when I journal, and it just depends on what I got going on, but what I find when I journal is sometimes I get caught in the what ifs and the past. Oh, this happened, and then I start into the poor me, poor me, poor me. I've been through all that shit. I don't want to hear poor me, and I definitely don't want other people to do the poor me. So I've been spending my time on creative outlets doing this. I don't know if you were here last night, but I've been recycling stuff and making my little coasters. I know they're weird, but it was an idea that popped into my head, and I decided to do it. And I love to make stuff. Like I said, I made my face mask, and then I made my lotion yesterday. And I make my little wands here that I like to give out as gifts. I do it just for my own thing, but I just like to do that and give out gifts and things like that to people. Because when you put in effort into those things and then you're giving gifts like that, small little tokens, they're obviously gifts of love because there's something that you put time and effort and care into, right? So, I don't know. I'm a firm believer in that. And actually, Marilyn, you should send me your address. You might have to send it to my email or message me on here, I think. If you send me your address, I have a couple of the ladies that, I've been talking to and been in contact with for the last, I don't know, year or something. A little bit more, probably. And that's what I've been doing. I just wanted to send some of these things because I've made a whole bunch. And then I want to send some of the things that I've created to just give thanks for the support. And that's fantastic. It might take me a week or two to get everything together because I'm kind of going through struggles outside here. Look, 12:21. I know, Spirit. I know, new beginnings, balance. I could go on forever, but when I tell you the angel numbers is definitely my thing. 12:21, I know it's not just spirits, it's the mirrored numbers, which means mirroring my emotions and my learning. And it's also twin flame journey. And I make my little necklaces and earrings, and I just like to make things. And we made our Christmas tree. It's downstairs in the basement. We hung it up. It's not completely, it's a project that me and my daughter are doing together. So that's definitely something that along the way here I will very much be posting about and showing on my videos, because as we do it, it's a progression, right? And it's good for my daughter, it's good for me, and it's good for all of us. So and then the second card is the weight of the world. And it says, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. Obviously, this is a very intuitive card, and so, like, stepping out in the world, I want to help people, I want to do all the things. That's my empathic nature, obviously. Learning about boundaries was a struggle for me because I always thought it was my obligation to accept the shit people were throwing at me, and there came a point in time where, I was just taking it in, and I was drowning, literally drowning in all these emotions that I didn't know how to transmute. I'm just absorbing, taking on everyone's problems on top of my own problems. And then all those problems got 10 times bigger because I was dealing with everybody else's shit and not my own. And that's how we all kind of end up drowning. But as you can see, her face is... And this actually looks like a little, almost a tornado. And I'm not sure if that's what it is, but that's what I'm getting from it. Okay, and if you see it back here, this little tornado, and she's just laying in the water, but she's floating. She's floating. Welcome back, Maya. She's letting go, right? And she's created those boundaries where she's not drowning, she's not struggling. She's laying there calmly, understanding that what's hers is hers to carry, not what everybody's made that to do. Made her feel like she should have to. SESS, Saturated Empathic Sponge Syndrome. Oh, I'll have to go check that out. Oh, if you remind me, I don't know. I don't think these lives get recorded. I'll have to look into that. If they do get recorded, then, or uploaded, I don't know. I'm going to start uploading to YouTube too. I've just been slacking and I'm trying to focus one at a time. Oh, they do. Okay, so yeah, I'm still learning the tech stuff, so we're not going to struggle too much on that. But if you remind me, I really want to maybe just, even if I can clip this part out. I know, I'm so bad with it. I might have to take a course or something, but I would actually like to put that on there. I'll take that clip off and tag that video in it because a lot of people don't understand that. And it took me, and you know, I didn't even know this, what it was called, right? So those things, the things that I know that I've learned intuitively, perfect. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, because I'm so bad for that. I like, once I figure it out, I'll get better. And I'm not going to be mad at myself or ashamed of it. It's something that I'm lacking, so I need to learn it, and I will. So yeah, if you message it to me, that'd be fantastic. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to pull that one up. So that was what I intuitively got for the weight of the world, and the boundaries. Man, that was a long one for me to learn, but I learned it, and I'm getting real good at it. So, hi Candace. So I'm just gonna read this. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. Don't I know that? This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's. Man, when I tell you that was something I struggled to learn. That was a reprogramming that I had to almost blank my brain to get myself to the point where I could understand this, because the programming started way young, way young, like toddler young. So it was so absolutely shameful for me to try to put myself first that I couldn't get past that, and it was a struggle for me your whole life, like as a child, right? It's truly hard to do. So I understand when people are like, yeah, right, it's not that easy or whatever. But the shame of feeling selfish and all those things. 38 days clean. Oh, that's wonderful that you do readings. And 38 days clean. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Marty Lynn. 38 days clean. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that I made mention to that, because that's something super to be proud of. And I don't take any of that lightly, because, man, the struggle is real. Like me, I can't say that I was really one thing or another stuck on it. I just kind of did whatever I wanted to, but that's something to be proud of. And me, I gave up smoking. I kind of gave up drinking, but I did it without really noticing. I'm not saying I would never drink again, but like never have a drink. But ever since I had my daughter, it became a priority that, because I'm a single mom, I never wanted to be in a situation where I could never get her the help she needed or something if something were to happen. So that was just my own thing, but I recognize that things like that can be really hard, and quitting smoking was probably the hardest thing that I ever did. So yeah, just anything that you do, anything that you're doing to be positive is something to be proud of. And every single day, pat yourself on the back. Man, have that cookie, have that little treat, and say, this is my celebration. This is for me doing it. Really celebrate yourself, because that's the shit to be proud of, 100%, and I will never back down on that. Okay, so, look after your own well-being before anyone else's. To stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders. To put on your own oxygen mask first. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. But the way you've been doing it is doing so is likely unsustainable. I learned that the hard way. Running on empty and still trying to do that is literally devastating. Absolutely devastating. I'm still rebuilding, relearning, and figuring out my way as I go, just simply because the devastation, recovering from that takes a lot. Okay, so this isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning, if you so choose. But give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. And then it's the soul inquiry is asking, what are you carrying that isn't even yours? And that's something that I'm beginning to ask myself daily, actually, because I become a sponge, just like Marilyn said. Very much so, I become a sponge, and it becomes overwhelming. And sometimes I literally have to sort, shit, is that mine? Is that how I'm really feeling? Where's that coming from, right? Because sometimes I absorb other people's, well, I always absorb other people's stuff. But sometimes I'm not in the space where I'm allowing it to flow through me, and it gets stuck. And then I end up struggling with it, so yeah, and I've kind of, pretty much anyone that resonates with me, I figure is going to be on the very least an empath. And that's one of our biggest struggles, is trying to figure out how to let it go. And trust me, I fought with that more than you'll ever know. But, sorry, I'm getting a little sick because my daughter's been sick. And but I make my own teas and stuff like that. And cough syrups, and I'm looking at a couple of other tinctures that I want to make and try. But as I've been going, and I realize that it's a everyday thing. It's not, well, some of it's an everyday, some of it's when you're sick, but yeah, one day at a time. But it's not even just let go of the past, because I believe, like, the whole let it go thing, yes, we have to release so much shit, but you can't ever truly let it all go, because, you know, part of your learning is based on that, right? So how do you protect yourself? How do you remember what to do, what not to do? Like, you're letting go the burdens, the feelings of it, but the lessons that it's given you, I guess it's what you're holding on to truly out of the moment, out of the past, out of the things that you've learned. Finding ways to release it. I think that's kind of the more important message on it. At least that's what I get from it. But letting go isn't always going to be, like, it's not always so simple, right? There's people that you care about. There's, you know, and you love them from afar, and you wish them the best from afar, and yeah, you have to let them go. But you can't truly, you don't just erase them out of your life, right? Like they're not in your life, but you're still, when you pray and you're praying for everyone's best good, you know, you're praying for them intentionally, unintentionally. That's how we have to live our life, right? And so, trust me, I had so much shit to let go of, and still do every day. There's going to be something, or something's going to upset me, and I'm going to, you know, my big thing was reactivity. So I was always forced in this constant state of having to explain myself, or trying to prove that I wasn't doing anything wrong, because everything that I did, every intention that I tried, people would throw shame on it or try to taint it and turn it into something negative or dirty or shameful, right? And that's how they kept me locked down and kept me in this box and kept me in this thing that they decided was my limit, and I was not allowed past that. Which might have been fine for a long time until they started actually, that limit, they didn't like that limit anymore and decided they want to stomp on my head and kick me while I was down and make entertainment about kicking me while I was down on top of that. So what happened was, at some point, you can be backed in the corner for so long, then what happens? You're eventually going to say, fuck that, I've had enough, right? And you're going to stand up for yourself. And I don't mean physically, I just mean like literally stand up for yourself saying I've had enough, I don't deserve that, and I owe nobody any explanations. And once I came to that conclusion, I finally understood that life is getting better, slowly at a time, and it doesn't matter all the negatives. It doesn't matter what I need, because the universe has me, God has me. I am always going to be okay. We'll figure it out one step at a time. And if it's a big move that has to come, then that's what I was meant to do. And I'm always going to adjust, and I'm going to do what God, the universe, spirit, what they tell me to do. So I'm getting better at listening at the very least. Sometimes I don't want to, but definitely I'm getting better at listening. So I'm going to take that, and that's definitely a win, right? Okay, don't remember just one. We're not gonna. I like these ones. This is the moon. I forget what it's called. Oh, Moonology. So this is just another. It's gonna be like, could be a time one, but usually the part of the moon and the. I love working with the moon. Actually, it's kind of where I find my solace. Right, I find my peace and. Oh, okay. So in our cycles, we get, with the moon cycles, it lets me know kind of how we're going to live. Yeah, see, the energy is gaining momentum. So again, because it's an oracle deck, I say oracle deck, but, yeah, it's an oracle deck. It's just, that's the best way to put it. Oh, it's a waxing moon. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I gotta double check, but I'm pretty sure the waxing. No, I'm a waxing gibbets, maybe. I'll have to look it up again. I forget. But it's saying the energy is gaining momentum, and what's that telling us is, no matter what, when you put your energy into it, and you put in that effort, it's always going to expand. It's never going to shrink. And somebody's always going to align with you, and somebody's always going to show up, and there's going to be that one person that says, man, I really get that, or man, I'm really feeling that, and completely resonates. And I don't care if it's one at a time. God doesn't care if it's one at a time. Okay, but it's going to happen, and the people that show up are the people that need the message so much. Even the ones that show up to hate on you, even the ones that show up to make fun, doesn't matter, okay? They might start out that way, but then when they start recognizing, wait a minute, I actually needed that message, and that message made me feel better, and that, it's so funny. That's how it ends up being. If you don't like it in the beginning and then you come back, but you keep coming back, even if you keep coming back in a hateful way, that means one of my messages are getting through eventually. And if it gets through eventually, at some point you're going to better your life, and it's only going to benefit you and the people around you. And that's the only goal that I'm trying to do. So I'm going to pull that one up. I hate when it starts with the, because it could be anywhere. Oh, no, maybe we're getting close. Nope, of course not. Yeah, I think there's an index here. I haven't looked in this one for a while, so. Oh, stop. Is that it right there? Nope, that wasn't right. That was just mean. I'm slow here. Oh, there's a full moon. Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot that's how it goes. So we want the waxing moon, not new moon. Oh, no, I'm just being rude. The waxing moon. Where you at? Waxing crescent moon? I don't think that, well, doesn't matter. There it is, 98. I knew I was in the right area. I should have just stayed there. Whatever. I never listen to myself, and then it takes me longer, and that's the truth. So we have to start listening to ourselves and just getting it done. Follow our intuition instead of fighting it, and these little things wouldn't take so long. It's so funny. But it's true. Okay, so during the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of. Though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet, this is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track, attuned to the moon. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card. The situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. More effort is yet required. Are you willing to give it? Review your goals and ensure that you're still committed. Keep moving forward. And this one was probably a message for me because I'm apparently having to commit for at least the next 21 days. Because we're creating habits and we're helping other people create the habits. And for me, it's not... I'm almost there with created the habit and being more consistent. But my showing up every day, that one person's going to pull through and start showing up every day too, because they're the ones that needed to create that habit. So, yeah, I've had to commit myself, so that's what we're doing. The waxing cycle is the period of the lunar cycle from the new moon to the full moon. And during this time, the moon appears to be slightly bigger and rounder every night. This is a very empowered and empowering time, and this is a very promising card. It suggests now is the time to make plans and to act on them, no matter when you actually pull the card. And that's what it's saying. Like, if you're thinking about it and it's telling you it's telling you to try it or look into it or take those moments, then yes, you should. Don't let it bury you, and don't be so stubborn like me and fight until you have no other choice, until they kick your ass out and say get it done. And that's kind of where I was, because I didn't want to do it. I was like, I just want to stay in my little cocoon and be happy and live my life. But Spirit said, yeah, well, you don't get to be happy unless you're helping other people get that way too. So that's what we're doing today. One more. I'm only taking one more, so let's not be a little crazy here, okay? I know you like to kick your 2, 3, 5, but I'll have to go get... Oh, it's 12:30, 12:40. Okay, yeah. I can't stay on too much longer. I've been on already a couple hours, I think. At least an hour and a half. So, here we go with the sarcasm again. Okay. I'm getting used to your sarcasm, Spirit. Kind of funny though. I have to laugh because I said just one and they're going to send her 2. But they're always good messages. So, yes, if you haven't noticed, that's kind of my relationship with Spirit. Push, pull, tug. I absolutely love them and appreciate them every single day. But I want to listen to Spirit and I want to listen to but I don't want to listen. I want to do it my way, and they want me to do it their way, and that's when we end up in a struggle. And I don't know why, because spirit always wins. But I have my boundaries, and part of this push-pull right now, what we're going through is our commitment and letting each other know what our boundaries are. So this push-pull relationship right now is us learning what's the best and what everybody's okay with, and the limits that we're allowing these conversations to be. And that's okay. But as I go through this, my push-pull little war with spirit. I don't want to say war, but my stubbornness that has got my ass in trouble every single time. But I refuse to let go of. That stubbornness also is almost a laugh. I said one. Spirit's always going to send me more than that just to be the smart ass and say, I'm the boss, haha. But there's always good message, and there's always something I at least need to hear. And usually if you resonate with me, you probably needed to hear it too. So, okay, so the first one was a full moon in Cancer. And a personal issue reaches resolution. So I'm not sure what that is. We have many, many personal issues. I have lots. Usually it's, right now it's financial. Yeah, mostly it's just financial. Looking for work, looking for a new job. But as I'm doing that, I'm also, I'm figuring out, and I'm going to give back at the end of the day. And this time that I'm giving up, and you know, as I get more committed and show up and people start trusting me and understand what I'm saying is from the heart and from spirit and what I'm supposed to say, then you'll see, and I'll start doing some more readings again. And people, hi sweet angel, how are you? Yeah, so, you know, no matter what, our issues are there, and they're gonna be there until we find a resolution for them. But sometimes we can't always find it. You know, we have to give it to God, and that's pretty much what I've done with mine. So at some point, my personal issues will come to conclusion. But for somebody, a personal issue reaches resolution. It doesn't always have to be, it might not even be the one you're thinking of. It may not, you know, so, like, I know what my ones are, but for each of us personally, it could be something different, and maybe it's not the one you wanted to reach resolution right away. You maybe would have preferred that one, but in your life and the path and the way you're going, the one that reached resolution was the one that absolutely needed to reach resolution in that moment. So even if we're like, oh, well, it could have been this one, or you could just be like, I'm really grateful because that one thing needed to come to resolution, first of all, and second of all, that's the one helping lead me on my path, right? So either way, whatever the personal issue is, make sure you're grateful for it. Make sure you let spirit know. Make sure you let God know. Make sure you show your gratitude 100%, and give back to somebody, somewhere, something. Give back a little bit. Even if you don't have that, you don't have to give your money away. You don't have to give out a compliment. Give out a smile. Tell somebody have a wonderful day. I don't care how you give back, as long as you're giving something back, some way to somebody, and that's gonna always be it's always gonna be the most important thing we can do. Anyways, that's just my intuition, what I feel when I pull these, when I'm given these cards. I want to say pull, but they kind of threw them at me, so it is what it is. Full moon in Cancer. Nope, that's new moon. Full moon in Cancer. There we go. We're getting a little faster with it. 74. Sorry, I'm a little sick. My daughter is sick, and I'm trying to she was nice enough to share it with me. So we're getting there. It's okay. Okay, so things are likely to get very heated as full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There are some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests both that a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to a head, and that is a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities, which is pretty much what I've not only agreed to, but committed to this next coming month, which is super fun. So we're all going to get excited about that. Okay, so attune to the moon. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Yeah, I've always been a head on, just get it done kind of person. And sometimes the blocks that get kicked up and thrown in your way are much harder to do. But when you sidestep, and I've also learned not to really let people know what I'm doing, because they can't screw up your plans if they don't know what they are. So I had to learn that very much so. Because you wouldn't believe the amount of people that will wish bad on you when you're just trying to do good. It's mind-blowing. And I'm not even mad at those people, because they're at a different stage in their healing journey, and they just need to learn the lessons, and we all had to do it. So, can't get mad, right? So, additional meanings for this card. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. So when you're feeling overwhelmed and all of these things, especially in personal issues, because they're personal in nature, they're so much more emotional and they're so much more overwhelming. And they also make you want to fix them and find solutions so much faster. So, but doing that, rushing to do that instead of sitting in it and learning the lesson and understanding what's happening will always, it will make it harder for you to overcome it than it will if you just sit through it and understand what's going on and how to rise above it, you know. And a lot of the times, like when you see I'm slower moving, or maybe I'm not as far along as this person or that person, I don't care. I don't compete. I compete with myself, and that's that. But truly, like when you set that timeline or you set that whatever, you set yourself up for failure. And when you set yourself up for failure, although failing is always a good thing, I say fail forward, but it also can feel defeating, and it can feel very shitty, and people struggle with that, right? All those no's to get to a yes, right? Like that's hard, and you gotta have a thick skin. And getting to that point and fighting that can become very emotional. So learning how to let that go and not react to it so upsetting is something, you know, we all need to learn. So don't be clingy, stop sulking, don't pout about it, don't be upset. Have you had enough family time lately? Well, my daughter's been sick all week, so I've definitely had a lot of family time. So the heightened emotions of the Moon-Cancer combination can't be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the Moon's 2 home signs, along with Taurus. So astrologically speaking, the Moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. This means that with this card, there's a sense that all is as it should be, or don't worry, all will soon be well. Right? Like, it's just saying, it's coming to a resolution, so don't struggle with it. Oh, and then we have Hi, Alexander. How are you? Sorry, I'm kind of. Yeah, I got the comments. Yep. I was struggling with that, but I think I'm just getting blind. The next one that I pulled was your hard work is paying off. And that's new moon in Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn. Nice to meet you too. You came in quite. Where am I from? I'm from BC, Canada. New moon in Capricorn. Yeah, so like you missed all of the self-care portion of this, but this whole thing is just I'm just sharing what I've been doing to help others that are maybe struggling with the self-care journey, and I've been committed. A spirit has committed me to doing this for the next at least 21 days, so we can help others create better habits, right? So what was that? A new moon in Capricorn. Okay, I'm gonna read this one too, and then what time is it? Almost 1 o'clock. I can't really push it too much more because I gotta go get my daughter soon. What page did I say it was? 60, I think. Yeah. Okay. So your hard work is paying off. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your it's funny that I was just talking about looking for a new job. It's kind of that if that wasn't fitting, I don't know what is. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's the time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Make a proper plan and execute it well. So that's kind of one of the things that I've been working on personally. And I kind of got pushed a little farther into showing up here, but whatever. We're going to roll with it. Spirit likes to throw me out there and say, get your shit done. So that's how it's going to go. And me with planning, I have my own personal struggle with planning because I've found every time you make a plan, everything in the world is going to come against you. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong, like Murphy's Law, right? That is pretty much how my life goes. And moving forward, I don't see it being any different. So I make plans, and I'm learning to create plans, but I'm also, have I ever been to your concert? I haven't been to a concert in so many years, I don't even want to tell my age, but many, many, many years. Someday I'll go again. I just, my daughter's really young, and I'm a single mom, so there's not usually a lot of free time to go do fun stuff, like fun adult stuff anyway. So, yeah. But maybe someday I'll have to check out your music. I'll have to go check out your page and see what kind of music you got going on. Because I'm definitely I love music, that's for sure. Okay. Make a burnout. Oh yeah. Okay. So you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Yes, I know. See, it's always going to give me, it's going to give me a message to share, but it's also going to give me shit in the message, which is kind of funny. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for studying or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. I know. My job is to give the message, and it's not my job to make sure anyone follows it. It's not my job to create a space where people feel obligated to take the message. My job is only to deliver the message, and what you do with it is your free will. And that's what God gave us, free will. So Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to, which is pretty true. No matter what happens at the end of the day, you can make plans and you can think about it, dream about it, but until you actually be about it, you're not ever going to get anywhere. So the one thing is, I already know, and I have my whole life. I never just talk the talk. I'm going to walk the walk too. And at the end of the day, maybe sometimes I didn't always know how to walk the walk perfectly, and I don't think we ever truly know how to walk the walk perfectly, but I'm always learning how to do better. And when I learn how to do better, I'm going to share. So everybody learns how to do better. And if it doesn't work for them, then if they need help, I'll help them find the answer. And if they don't need help, then I shared how I found the answer, and hopefully it helped somebody, right? So, should I do one more? I like the crystals one. I have so many, but I have to... This one I just made, but it's got, this one is, take it only if it resonates, because this is just my last couple years. This was 101, eh? We're back to the angel numbers. New beginnings and infinite new possibilities. That message was definitely supposed to be spoken. So 101 on the clock. Yeah. Always new beginnings for everybody, but get creative. It's so funny because that's what I have been doing the hell out of. And I'm finding that the more creative I've been, the more it comes to me and the more stuff I want to do. So, like, from making my little coasters, so I'm not wasting cardboard. I don't even know why I started it, but it became fun, and me and my daughter are doing it together, and I love that. And I've been making my little crystal wands, my chakras for alignment. I've been making a whole bunch of them, and I kind of switch it up because I'm never sure exactly how I want to do it. And I made little mini baby ones, and I make my own teas. I made my face masks, and then I made my face lotion, which actually is so good. It feels so good on my face too. It's really, really, really wonderful. I usually make candles and stuff, but I lost a lot of stuff in the fire and have to rebuild that. So slowly but surely. Oh, and I've been painting. I was waiting for my order, but anything I can do to be more creative. That's every time I do something, I find I love it, and then I just broaden it out into something else because I love to work with my hands, and I just love to create things, and I am always going to be so proud of the end result. Doesn't matter what it is, because I put that effort and that love into it, and that's what matters. And eventually, once I'm on here and I start getting subscribers and stuff, I'm going to start taking those things that I've been creating and drawing them off in free draws, and like every time I get to 100 subscribers or something, then I'm going to, draw off a whole kit and caboodle of the things that I've been creating, and ship them out to whoever the winners are. Because I think that those people that support you have to, have an opportunity to have those things back and show love. And to me, that's really important, Give me a second here. And do we have any other messages? Well, that's a given. We always have to learn to use our discernment. And yes, we have those fake friends that want good things, that want bad things. We have fake accounts. We have all those things. So I don't put a lot of stock into it. But I'll tell you what I believe is if they're willing to subscribe to you and pay that money every month, then they're probably willing to show you support. And even if they're hating, if they're subscribing to hate on you, then they're showing support, whether they like it or not, which is kind of funny. So, what else do we have? I know it's coming time. Yep, somebody had something to say. So the energy, there's somebody in that energy today for sure, eh? Says I need to heal, and I know, because we all need to heal. That's why people are resonating with me, and that's why people are showing up, because they're joining my healing journey, and they may be at that point in their journey where these small things are what matter, and that's going to be what helps them. So whoever it is down there that needs to heal, understand that we all do, and it's a constant journey, so don't be upset about it. Yeah, it's shadow work, inner child, and that's usually, I'm willing to bet, big portion of us, that shadow work. Man, it's yucky and it's messy, but once you do, then you start doing that, those triggers, the people that could trigger you, they disappear very quickly. And as you're ascending, it's not anymore, they can't even fuck with you because they can't reach you. If you understand what I'm saying, they just can't reach you. And they can't reach you because you're not thinking about that shit. You're not living your life trying to get even or be upset or be mad at somebody. You're just living your life trying to do the best and be your highest best self. And as long as you're doing that, things are only going to get better. So start the healing, do the work, and understand that if people are going against you and people are starting to fight you or make you struggle or make you feel bad, then those aren't your people, first of all, and they needed to get cut. And if you were afraid to do it or sad to do it or hurt to do it, don't worry, God's going to do it for you. Like, either way, it's going to happen. And you have to either embrace change or fight it. But either way, it's going to happen. And the faster we adjust to that, the better it is. And I've learned I'm the queen of adjusting and resilience and starting over. And then it says learning, expanding, and growing, and that's just what we're doing always. And then we have get out and make friends. And that's what some people like when you stay locked in your room. Soul tribe. Ooh, it's that time. My tribe is coming in, and I've been waiting for it, and I'm super stoked, and I can't wait to meet all of those people. All those people that we align and resonate with. Go down the rabbit hole. And that's the healing. Traveling, new experiences, co-create our reality. We're always get creative again. That's how it is, right? We have to constantly co-create. We can't just be an observer in our own reality, and we can't let others control how that goes, how our life pans out, because if you do, you're never going to get anywhere, that's for damn sure. If I didn't learn that the hard way 500,000 times. But I finally learned the lesson, and I moved on to the bigger, better cycle, and that's what the hell matters. Okay, come on now, that's not nice. So somebody else there might be out there that's looking into herbology. and possibly a shaman. That's something that I've had a big interest in, obviously, the whole creative thing. But if I'm going to create things, I also want to create things that help people. So the plants that are good for medicine and the healing, all that. I'm a healer. I am a natural healer. And there's nothing I love more than healing and helping people. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be doing moving forward. And that's so funny, Leo. So it's telling me straight out that was a message for me. Meditation. So if you're not sure what steps to move forward, that's definitely a good place to start. Go deeper, go inner, look for those things that are going to help you heal. And then, no, I'm not married. I'm old. I'm healing. I'm on a healing journey. I'm definitely not trying to get married. Thank you. Not anytime soon. Our goal, and 111, new beginnings. That's so funny. Listen, Spirit, slow it down. We are not talking about marriage at all. Slow it down. Okay, so the other one that came up was Ascended Masters, which is kind of a big deal. Those are part of your soul tribe, and those are the ones that are going to move forward and help you. Well, I like to be a nice lady, but I'm not always a nice lady. We all get bitchy. We all have our moments. So it is nice, though. Thank you for that. But you're really kind. All right. What time we got? 111. Still 111 again. Holy. Finding my purpose. Yeah, I knew that was a thing. So that's kind of what we're all doing. We already know that too. Finding my purpose, right? And part of that purpose is learning what we need to do and how best we can help ourselves and help others, right? Start making choices for my highest, best self. With that one, there's definitely a person or two that needs to hear that, because you're not going to heal along your journey, and you're not going to do better, and you're not ever going to step forward until you can let go of the shit. Forgive yourself. Find a way. I've forgiven anybody that's ever hurt me so many times, over and over and over. I pray for them. I pray for their best help. I pray for healing. I pray for mercy. I pray for all of the things, because I know how shitty it can be to start from the bottom and be kicked while you're down over and over and over. So when you start making those choices for your highest, best self, sometimes it's a struggle. But that's just the universe testing your commitment too. So you need to understand that. Or sometimes it's still karma that you're going through. It could be family karma, generational. It could also be some shit that you accrued through dumb actions, or maybe not even knowing any better. Or maybe it wasn't dumb. Well, you just didn't know any better. So when I say that, it's no judgment, because I've done my fair share of some dumb shit. So, and always it's going to go back to healing and reflecting, right? So how do we do that? When you go inward, there's no other way to do it but look in. And then you start with teamwork, because your friends are going to show up. Your real friends, the friends that want the best for you, they're going to show up. And that's what matters. Okay. So it's also time to feel it, because that's saying, you got to feel it to heal it. Yeah, you can't ignore it. It's not going to fucking go away. It will not go away. It will stay there, and it will trigger you and trigger you and trigger you until you put yourself in near-death situations, or fuck your whole life up, or like, it's not gonna go away until you feel it, because once you feel it, then you will heal it, and that's when shit goes better. And also, okay, and it's telling me crystals, so that means I'll pull that other card deck out and I'll pull a couple from there, because maybe somebody needs to know a couple crystals that maybe will help them, help them bear the burden, help them release the burden, help them find new paths ahead and see the opportunities coming for them. And then shine your light and always send love. And truly, that is how I live my life, to the best of my ability. Oh, yeah, somebody's here. I kind of had a feeling, but the first thing you have to do, because it doesn't matter who's mad at you, it doesn't matter who hates you, and I don't care that it shows backwards or not, it's just forgive yourself. You cannot move forward, you cannot heal yourself, you cannot do anything until you do that. And I know I've tried to take all the sideways around it. I've tried to, I don't want to deal with that. Nope, I'm not bothering. And truly, it will always, it's going to bring you back to it, and back to it, and back to it, and back to it, until you fucking do it. I'm telling you, that's what the universe does. And it's going to bring you back to people, situations, places, all of these things. It's going to keep taking you and taking you and taking you and sending it and showing you until you do it. So, and it's going to be emotional, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to be like a kick in the teeth over and over and over and over. Or you could just let it go and understand and learn to forgive yourself. And when you do that, it starts getting easier, even with the shit show that's coming, That's how you ascend. And as I'm ascending, I'm learning so many lessons along the way. And of course, it's saying don't give up. Man, these days are on it today. And then, this is my favorite kind of saying, and I just laugh about it a little bit. Living the dream. So, even when we're, and breathe it out. So when you're getting angry, a friend of mine used to say, pause. And I really hated that. Hated. What do you mean pause? I don't want to pause. I just want to figure it out, fix it, get it done. Because I'm a meet it head on, fix the problem, kind of find a solution person. I was never ever good at breathe it out, pause, wait, okay, and I missed many lessons along the way because of that. So I've learned very much so that when I pause and I breathe it out and I do the things, I also have more control, and having more control, people can't gaslight me into these fucked up reactions and all these things that they want to make me look crazy and do. They can't do that anymore, because my intentions are always for the highest, best good for everybody. And I don't care if there's 1,000, 1,000,000 of you committed to misunderstanding my intentions or what I'm saying or what I'm doing. It's of no mind to me, because at the end of the day, what I'm giving these messages from a pure place, right? There's no two just jumped out right away. I don't know which one this one is, but okay. So the first one is adventuring. It's a shimmering adventuring is the good luck, which this is what it looks like. I don't know why my light's so messed up. Okay. Sorry, I'm still kind of sick. The good luck stone is a translucent green quartz containing particles that create a glittery effect called, appropriately, adventurescence. I like that. Its heart-centered, happy-go-lucky vibes are a reminder that this life on Earth experiment is supposed to be fun. Who needs it? Melancholic inhabitants of ruts and funks. Anybody with a side hustle. So anyone that's going to, obviously, anyone with a side hustle wants luck because you want things to go well for you. But the melancholy and people in a funk is there to boost your spirits and get rid of negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. And I always have it. And I have my wands. keep my selenite with me too, with all of my little stones. So I do that. So I'm at the very least mindful every day to be grateful and focus on the things that I need to do and have fun with it. It's really important to do that. So you put it in your pocket on poker night. Whenever you encounter people, places, and things hell-bent to bring you down to gutter level. So yeah, sometimes you might just have to. I don't know if you've ever seen like the worry stones or whatever, which you can absolutely get in adventuring, but sometimes when people push you and you're not sure how to breathe it out or pause, just maybe keep that stone in your pocket and just give it a squeeze when you want to just do and say the things that you probably shouldn't, right? So also, when to use it, when you find yourself in a crisis of confidence and it's time to wake up, clean up, and re-up your shine. That means if you're struggling and you're trying to get your shit together and you're kind of afraid to do it or don't know where to start, well, keep that near you and be open. Just be open to receiving, because the ideas will come your way. And then vanadinite. I'm probably butchering that, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of cool. I don't have one of these, so I'm definitely going to have to look into that. That's pretty cool. So, what it is. Playful, geometric, and fiery. Vanadinite. I'm in trouble with that. A mining byproduct, often sourced from America's southwest farms, is orange to red hexagonal shaped crystals when lead ore oxidizes. Oh, that's cool. Who needs it? Those lacking self-discipline. Yeah, that makes sense. Where to put it? Vanadinite is a high lead content, so definitely not in your mouth. Good to know. Sorry, these cards are good, but they're also sarcastic, and I love that about them. When to use it? When it's time to live in the moment. When you are the prime audience for a motivational speech, whether it's hard work, making art, or just a blissed out moment free from the mind's ongoing commentary. An energizing meditation with vanadinite can help knock down whatever stands between you and your happy place. I like that. Is that it for this one? And it says break through your big blocks. And the other one said show up your sparkle. I didn't see that at the very bottom. But that means something. It's important, so I'm saying it. Yeah, I gotta go soon. Okay, we can't have that many. I'll do this one though. Diamond. Don't we all want diamonds? I love diamonds, but I prefer emerald, actually. I love that. Okay, I'm going to take this one because I think that's the one you're trying to send me. Is carnelian, because that's creativity and all. Well, yeah, I'll read it, but it's definitely creativity and helps with productivity and all that. So, it's a cherry red. Holy God. Chalcedony, used by ancient Romans in signet rings. Wax doesn't stick to it. Oh, that's cool. And by modern folk to ward off insecurities. Carnelian's fiery energy helps spin us out of fearful thoughts, cycles, and into action. Yeah, productivity. I knew that was going to be a thing. So who needs it? The understimulated, anybody looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello, fear. My name is... Input name. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now shut the fuck up and let's do this. Ooh, I definitely like this card. Where to put it? Wherever you want to inject some passion and confidence, i.e. your palate or your pelvis. That's funny. When to use it? When you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode. Go with your gut. Follow your intuition. So basically it's a confidence. It helps you get your ass in gear and more productivity. So those are just a couple things, a couple crystals to look into that can be helpful. I do gotta get off here very soon, though. I gotta go get my daughter. Is there anyone that you want me to do before I go? Okay. Okay, we can't do the story of terror right now, but do you want me to pull 1, 2? I can only do 1 or 2. Okay, and then we gotta go. Let's see what's going on today. What's the energy over here and out there? Okay. Huh. Well, that's definitely your community, your happy families. That would be the 4 of Wands, which anybody that knows is stable foundations. And that's what we're creating. We're not doing no more bullshit, no more creating our foundations on lies or on false beliefs or whatever. To each their own, but I'm creating my stable foundation on what I know to be true, right? And things that people can't change. And yeah, that's actually a really good way to end it. So happy families, reunion, coming home, celebrations, surprises, parties, weddings, events, feeling welcome, community or family coming together, community spirit, teamwork, and success. That's what this says, but it's just letting us know that our stable foundations are where we make it, right? So, you know the saying, home is where the heart is? It's the same thing. And when we make that place our home, all of the community and our friends and those people are going to come to us. So like right now, this is my stable foundation. This is me. This is the here and now, and this is where I am. So as I continue doing this, my friends and my people are going to show up. They know where to find me, right? So that's the most important, and that's what you have to understand. People can't find you if you don't let them know where you're at. So that's what it is. You can't call in your soul tribe if they don't know where the hell to go. Okay, any more on this last one? Because I don't want to push it very much longer. We got to leave a little early because those cards pop up over there. Last one? Yeah, you're going to spit one out right when I say no. Well, I think that was a good one to leave it on too. I agree. Are we in agreement? No more push-pull? Fair deal. Nope, there wasn't one more. That was the most important thing to leave it on, was find your stable foundation, find your truth, know your truth, own your truth, be unshakable in your truth. Doesn't mean we don't change, we don't learn as we grow, but find your spot and stand 10 toes down, and don't let anybody take that away from you, ever, ever, ever. Don't let anybody shame you out of it, scare you out of it, intimidate you out of it. None of that shit. You find your place, find it, and you find it in here, and then it's going to exude outwards. Your stable foundation is where you plant your feet and plant your heart, and you ground yourself. And this is where your community and your family and your friends that you build. Hi Maya, welcome back. This is what you're creating, and this is where you're putting roots down, plain and simple. And once you do that, your friends, your family, your people, your blessings, your manifestations, your wonderful things, all the things that God has to send your way can find you. And while you're waiting for them in your stable foundation, you're also allowing yourself to be open to all of the friends and family and the wonderful things that are going to come your way. And just make sure you let them know where it is. And always, always, always stand 10 toes down. This is what you believe. These are your... it's what you believe. If it's what you believe, it doesn't matter. Anything else doesn't matter. Plain and fucking simple. They can't change what you already know. And what you know, 110%. It's okay. We all learn, we all grow. But there's certain things, there's core things within ourselves that we know. Not that we think, that we're unsure of, that we know, the all-knowing, 100%. And that's what we're standing 10 toes down on. Okay? I can't stay any longer. That was a perfect last message. It couldn't be more perfect, to be honest. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. for more face mask self-love journey. Just get that routine, right? We're going to start working on getting that routine for, not everybody has to do it, but I'm sure there's a couple of moms here that want to figure out how to do a little better for themselves and boost themselves up and boost their self-confidence and just say fuck it, because we deserve it. We absolutely deserve it. Don't ever, ever, ever question that. So I don't know what time I'll be on, because life is life, and if I say 9, it's going to be 10, and if I say 8, it's going to be 12. Like, who knows? Shit happens. But I will be on tomorrow, and I'm going to be on for at least the next 21 days to do this self-love journey, and hopefully y'all join me. I have to go and get my daughter now from school, and we'll do some more on the Christmas tree, and maybe I'll have some more fun stuff to show tomorrow on all of the cool things we created today. So, have a good day, guys, and thanks for joining me. And the ones that came in and out, doesn't matter. You joined for that one message you might need to hear, or something you got to come back and see tomorrow. Who knows? Either way, I appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And maybe I'll come back later tonight at some point and do some readings. It just depends on how it goes with my daughter. We'll see. Either way, have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Where do we have to do this? I'm still learning. There we go.